Now we're rolling. Welcome to Willie's Guitars House of Cool and Rare Stuff. This is one of the rarest amplifiers we've ever had. This Epiphone Deluxe. You know, I don't know how they got permission to use the word deluxe on an amplifier, since Fender had a deluxe since 1948. But this is a 1960 Epiphone Deluxe. They only made 10 of these amplifiers. It's a single 15, and the unusual thing about this is it has built-in reverb. So the reverb in this amplifier was 3 years before Fender introduced a combo amplifier. This 1960 Epiphone Deluxe amp is all point-to-point wire. It's a great sounding amplifier, and there is only 10 made. Not this year, there's only 10 made, 10 in existence. It's got some unique features because the amp kind of points up a little bit. The grill cloth folds underneath, and from the side you can see it's angled out so it goes up to the player. It also matches real well with this 1960 Epiphone Deluxe matches with our 1960 Epiphone Zephyr. Now this Epiphone is very rare because it's a thin body. It's not a larger body that you might used to be seeing with these Epiphones, but this thin body Epiphone is all nickel hardware, factory Bigsby. That is a factory Bigsby bridge. When you ordered a factory Bigsby, you got their recommended bridge. And then these pickups are patent applied fors. Not quite as desirable as the larger humbucking patent applied fors. Still an interesting guitar. This guitar, of course, was never made by Gibson. There's no duplicate. The Epiphone Casino is the same as the ES330. A lot of Epiphones are similar to Gibson's. This was made in the Gibson factory back in 1959-60, but it is unique because it's so wide and yet so thin this way. So it is a great guitar. This, with Brazilian board and tweed case, is really about the same as you would order one of these new, but you wouldn't be able to find a guitar with the 17-inch width and this kind of narrow feedback busting depth in that. Coupled with this Epiphone amplifier, this is an amplifier that is about 25 watts, single 15 Jensen speaker, complete with foot switch, has built-in reverb, super cool amplifier. For those of you that are Epiphone collectors, I highly recommend zeroing in on this amplifier and this guitar. Now we just got this amplifier in. We may be sending it through the shop just for a physical to make sure it's okay, but it will be in healthy condition. And then since we're standing next to it, I'd like to point out one of my favorite Les Pauls, the Les Paul with the square magnet Alnico 5 pickups, which has a growly P90 in the bridge position, and this cool square magnet L5 pickup, which you normally only find on jazz boxes of the day. These are all mahogany guitars in a completely different animal. These reissues have slightly taller frets. They're not the fretless wonder. And as you can see, all of our mutual friend, Keith Richards, played one in a Gibson catalog. And there's a picture of Uncle Keith wailing away on his 1954 reissue. In this picture, Keith is actually playing a reissue of a 54 Custom. So that's all for now, highlighting a few cool guitars, and on that, we'll let you go.